Guys, I'm in Liverpool! Yay! So guys, I'm in Liverpool. Yes guys, I'm here in Liverpool. No, I'm not here to watch a football match, but for me to leave my baby and my husband, especially my baby's birthday, and fly all the way from Northern Ireland to Liverpool, guys, best believe it's because I have something very important to do here in Liverpool, or I have something very exciting to show you guys in today's video. So there's a story I have never shared on my channel that I'm going to share with you guys today. So about 3 years ago, a couple of my friends and myself, actually it was my idea, we started a company, okay, and this company was to train foreign nurses to do their OSCE, okay, because obviously all of us, we have passed our OSCE, we're practicing as nurses in the UK, and then especially because now lots of nurses were coming as carers, we wanted to actually train nurses to be able to pass their OSCE and start practicing. So it was myself, Adusi, Rejoice was going to take the midwife, and Susie was going to take the mental health nurses, and then there was Danny, and then there was myself, there was Tino, and there was Isaac Dixon, and there was my friend Joyce. Now what happened? This was a massive flop. Joyce decided to leave us and go to America. Yes, Joyce. And the rest of them, Isaac got married and forgot about the company and everything else. Adusi had a baby and forgot about the company and all of that. Now, the reason why I applaud this guy and the reason I applaud his team is because that dream that my friends and I could not achieve, these guys have actually been able to do it and have done it so exceptionally well. And I am so impressed, guys. Guys, today I'm in Liverpool to visit the EMGS Physical OSCE Assessment Center, guys. It's amazing. Do you know what blew my mind? The fact that this guy actually has accommodation upstairs for the nurses that are traveling over from Africa and Asia to come and do their OSCE in the UK. So you don't have to now go and patch a friend and all of that. He actually has accommodation upstairs for you. And then there's a physical OSCE assessment center just downstairs. So day, night, dawn, midnight, you can just be practicing the OSCE with the right materials just downstairs. And it's not like it's just any shady accommodation. This is a beautiful accommodation, guys. Talk of the kitchen, guys. This guy has a washing machine, a dryer, fully stocked fridge, but obviously you can bring your own foodstuffs and then, you know, put it in the fridge. The location is also very amazing. It's very close to the city center, and there are also African shops around. Like, he actually thought about all this before even getting that particular place as his physical OSCE center.
I think there are like supermarkets and markets, even like for Africans. I'm in Nigeria and I love Nigerian food. So there's an African store that sell like foodstuffs, and like it's really cheap. And I was saying something about the pepper. The pepper here is peppering.
Guys, I am in awe today. I am honestly in awe. The kitchen is beautiful, and then the rooms, I was actually in one of the rooms. I actually took a nap in one of the rooms. Very comfortable bed, everything. Guys, I am really impressed with this guy. And his OSCE pass rates are amazing. So guys, here is the founder of EMGS. Just briefly introduce yourself and then tell us a bit more about yourself briefly.
Anyway, my name is Otaigwe His, CEO of EMGS Express Med Global Services. We always believe in quality services, which brings about quality experience.
What would you say are the main services of EMGS? Like, I know you, obviously, the OSCE Center. I know you train people for OSCE. I know you train people for CBT. I know of IELTS. I know that you also consult on relocation to Australia, and you help people with NCLEX and all of that. What else do you do that I haven't mentioned?
Yeah, I think one thing that people usually don't forget is EMGS didn't begin like this. So we literally started as a parcel rendering service company. So we were literally feeding the interns, those that needed services. Although we see offers such now, but we literally have branched to touch every aspect that relates to nursing and then the non-nursing professionals. Whether you need the IELTS, I can guarantee you for a fact, EMGS IELTS Masterclass is a life changer. I myself had my story with IELTS, I had my story with IELTS. But after having those experiences, we came into the IELTS market and we say, we want to change the narrative, we want to solve people's problems, we want to make a difference. And since then, if you come to us with your IELTS challenge, we'll show you that IELTS is not a test of intelligence, but simply a test of skills. And it has been transformational, people's band score has been changing. And then from IELTS, we were able to solve people's issues with CBT. Our CBT classes is equally classic. CBT, OSCE, and you can see for yourself, our OSC lectures is unbeatable anywhere. And not just the lectures alone, we try to make accommodation available for students because we know that comfort sometimes when made with a study, the student eventually will happen to get the very best.
Yeah. So you understand why I applaud these guys. The fact that what my friends and I could not achieve, this guy has been able to do it, and it looks so easy, and he's been very consistent. I first came into contact with him sometime last year, and he's just become even better. Now he actually also has a physical OSCE assessment center in Nigeria, train UK nurses in Nigeria, training people to come and pass the OSCE in the UK. Guys, is this not mad? Who even thinks of this? This is crazy. Do you see the comment section anytime I mention EMGS in my videos? Like, do you actually see the comments and read the comment section anytime I make mention of them, or anytime I talk about them in my videos, guys? So whether you're a mental health nurse, whether you are a general or adult nurse, a midwife, whatever it is, if you need help in preparing for your CBT, if you need help in preparing for your OSCE, and even if you need consultation or help in your NCLEX to move to the US, or you're contemplating, you don't know which country to move to, you want to talk to them, guys, they do all of this as part of their services. You see, there are several institutions that assist with OSCE. That I won't lie. I know quite a number of them. What do you think is the one thing that sets you guys apart from other OSCE training institutions or other institutions similar to yours?
I think genuinely interested in people. That is the thing that I can say that is one thing that sets us apart. We are genuinely interested in the growth and success of anybody that comes to EMGS. We understand that you are really in need at this point, so we want to solve your problem, and then want to be able to put that smile in your face, and then you can now hold on and then share your testimony out. So I think that's one thing that makes EMGS to stand out.
What makes them different from the others?
The explanation.
That one thing, the explanation.
Yes, and like they have answers to everything. If you ask them a question, they make sure they try to answer your question, and also the way they promote themselves, like.
But you know what sets these people aside, or what sets them apart from the others, in my opinion, is the fact that these people are actually trained migrant nurses. So I have seen OSCE trainers that are locals. I mean, they've never sat for the OSCE. They have never actually sat for the OSCE. They have only learned to teach it, and they are teaching it. They've never actually been students or been OSCE students, or they've never actually partaken in an OSCE exam before. But these guys are all migrant nurses. They've actually done it themselves, so they know it. And because they're migrant nurses, they understand our struggles. They know how to speak for you to understand, okay? So when I heard that EMGS now has their own OSCE assessment center, and they have accommodation as well for students that are traveling to their center in Liverpool to come and learn how to or prepare for the OSCE, I needed to go see for myself before I even talk about it. And that is what actually took me to Liverpool. Now, there's one thing that I realized, that I forgot to talk about with EMGS. These guys are serious. Do you even know that they also help you financially? What do I mean? So let's say you have gotten a job offer in the UK. You have a job offer in the UK, you have a COS to prove this, okay? But the company is telling you that, oh, come to the UK yourself. I mean, these days sponsorship is limited, so we're not going to foot your flights and all of that like it was done back in the day. You'd have to cater for these things yourself. And you can prove that you've actually gotten the job. EMGS is going to loan you the money for you to pay for your flight tickets, etc., or whatever expenses. And then when you come to the UK and you start working for your UK employer and you start earning some pounds, you pay them back. Can you imagine? So it's just your one-stop shop for everything relocation for nurses. IELTS, CBT, OSCE, UK relocation, Australia relocation, US relocation, NCLEX, a place to stay when you're practicing for the OSCE, everything. How many students have passed through EMGS in total?
So estimated, let's just say roughly, I think we are just shy of 800 now.
Wow.
Yes, our first class, we recorded 155 students.
Wow.
And then second class was like 140 and thereabouts. Although the number keeps fluctuating, although not every one of these students have gone to write their exams, yes. Some persons may have one or two financial challenges. Some persons might still be on their visa process, while some persons are just on the pathway to go in there to smash it. But all in all, for the physical assessment, on average, we do have like 5 to 8 students per week, because it's a weekly assessment session. And so far, the success has been mind-blowing, and there's nothing more encouraging when you see your student come back and say, oh, I have smashed it, Mr. Otagbe, I have smashed it, I'm now latest UK RON, and the joy is superb. So that has been it.
Wow. And let me know the pass rates. Out of the 800,
yes,
are they all passing? Are they coming to resit? Because we know OSCE is expensive.
Yes.
What are your pass rates? I need like real figures.
Yes, that's what we always say. We say it is better for you to go through lectures than to go and be spending money in receipts.
Yeah.
So for our pass rate, I will say 98.8.
Wow.
Why I said 98.8 and not just 100% is because there are some emergency students. Some students may have play away their time because of one thing or the other, and then they just have few days to go, and they will say, EMGS, can you hold me by your hand? And they will still do our very best. Maybe one or two things, maybe they have issue with a station or two, then we still remain supportive to them from the very start to the very end until they are able to get that their all important UK pin. So I think it's been all success stories so far, but I can't say we are perfect. But the little shortcoming might just be as a result of candidates not being able to get to know us on time. That's why we always recommend start with us.
See, at this moment, cash is hard to come by, right? And OSCE is quite expensive. I'll leave the cost of OSCE currently on the screen. And this is how much it costs to take a reset as well. Guys, they are not joking. So it's best that you set it and pass once and for all. And after you've actually passed the OSCE, what other training centers will do is that they say bye-bye. But this way, they don't say bye-bye. They'll help you with your CV. If you need help with interview preparation, they're going to help you as well. And there's a team. Because imagine you come here, right, to the UK, you're preparing for OSCE, and then you join EMGS. You go to the OSCE Assessment Center here in Liverpool, or you come here in Liverpool, and then for that particular period that you are here, you get to meet other people who are writing the OSCE around the same time. You actually build a family, you actually connect, and these are people that are going to be lifelong friends for your journey here in the UK, I tell you. And even the relationship I've seen with some of the students that I met here, it's not like they knew each other from Nigeria or they knew each other from their home countries, but the relations that they've been able to build just because they live alone in the EMGS accommodation and facility, they've been practicing together. They've built such a beautiful friendship and relationship, and I have just been admiring it all throughout. I asked one of your tutors this question, Mr. Atta, and I asked your students as well. Do you think a physical OSCE assessment center is really necessary? Can I not just do the online one? In your opinion, why is it important?
Yes, it's very, very essential. You see, as I said before, after you've smashed your OSCE, you are going to be dealing with real-life patients. When you are dealing with real-life patients, you are not going to be dealing with them online. So you are physically going to be interacting with them. So you want to be sure that you are doing things the right way. You don't want anything that will jeopardize your pin. And beside that, you've been seeing recently that the rate at which people receive OSCE have been very, very high. Why is that so? Because many just watch YouTube videos, and some persons are practicing in a group and they will say, I'm going to write my OSCE, but they never come to give you their feedback. Then they will now give you that feedback after months and months after. Why? Because many of them have gone to have receipts. So we don't want that receipt for them. When they come for physical assessment center, they are exposed to equipment. There are some persons, it's NG tube that is the problem. When they get to the center and they see NG tube that is strange to them, they are kind of bamboozled. So there are some persons, it could be the lancet and so on and so forth. And you know, OSCE is kind of very, very dynamic. So in order for you to be able to give your best, you want to ensure that you have done your due diligence. So we don't just expose them to equipment, we also boost their confidence. If you have seen your assessor, you have seen however it can be in your center, we try to stimulate. Sometimes you are on camera, we put everything out as it can be in your OSCE center. So it's more like having a test of the exam even before the exam. And you know, eventually success is more or less like a guarantee in the course of the whole program. So that is it.
Talk a bit about your physical assessment center in Nigeria.
So for our physical assessment center in Nigeria, we set that up because you see, when it comes to Africans aiming to come and work in the UK, Nigeria will always be right on the top. So we come to discover that a lot of persons have their friends, their family members in different parts of the UK, and they may not be able to come to us in Liverpool. So we set up a center there for accessibility. The good thing about all our centers is there will always be accommodation, there will be 24 hours light, There will be washing machine, there will be fridge and everything if you want to store your food. Kitchen is available if you want to cook.
Wow.
So it's literally everything you need.
Yeah.
So we make it as easy as possible, strategically located in the heart of Lagos, Nigeria. First act time to be precise. And so far, it's been tremendous story, positive impact.
That's nice.
And another thing, unique thing about the Nigeria Center is it's relatively even more affordable than the UK Center.
one.
So it's really quite a journey for them.
For me, a physical OSCE center is so important, guys, you have no idea. So let me tell you this. Back when I was preparing for my OSCE, this is about 6 years ago. I know things have changed, right? But you see, OSCE is time bound. Sometimes you know the thing, but you should be able to complete the task or the skill in a specific time frame. Now, the issue that I always had whenever I was practicing in my bedroom is that, let's say I need to do that OSCE station, the ANTT, right? Where I have to dress a wound using aseptic non-touch technique. Even getting the correct dressing pack and knowing how to take that out the dressing pack and even fixing on the sterile glove and everything else is something you need to master. In your bedroom, you're probably using normal disposable gloves. You're probably using something to improvise as the dressing pack, and it might look so easy. But when you actually get to the OSCE center and you realize that this is actually the dressing pack you're going to get, you actually have to put on a sterile glove, you actually have to do this, you realize that it's a bit different from you just practicing in your bedroom or you just watching online. And so sometimes it can even be the reason for you failing because you have just practiced in your mind and you've just practiced abstractly, or you've only been improvising. When you actually get to see the real equipment that is used there, it can actually be the cause of your failure. For me, that is the main reason why a physical OSCE center where you can actually feel the things, the medical equipment, you can actually feel the stuff that you're using to do the skill is extremely important and can never be underestimated. And how accessible is your center? I know that it's about 11 minutes from the hotel that I'm lodging in now, 11 minutes drive, and the hotel is in the middle of town.
Yeah.
So that means it's close to the city center, would you say?
Yes,
okay.
Definitely. It's actually in the city center.
So okay, that's
we
really
strategically located our center in Liverpool here because it's not too far away from all the OSCE center. Okay. Because if we are in Leeds, you are going to be far away from some center. So we just strategically locate ourselves here. You are not far away from every part of the OSCE center. And beside that, when you get to Liverpool, it's just to take a straight bus and then you get to the center all at once. There's no like you stop here, you drop there, you move.
One straight bus.
So it's very, very easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I didn't join, let's say I'm hearing of EMGS after watching this video.
Yes.
And I didn't know of the online one and I have booked my OSCE. Can I still come to your physical OSCE center here in Liverpool and then book, or how does it work? Can anybody at all book, or you should have started the process?
What we always recommend, because it's 1 week, it's going to be a crash course. Okay. What a crash course means is everything's going to be put in together. So it's always best you follow us from the very beginning, then you can be able to learn the basics. However, if you have been practicing elsewhere, you've been watching videos and you want to get it right, because one thing about OSCE is it's not enough to just watch video and you say, oh, I'm going to go there and smash it. Some persons may just watch video and pass their OSCE, but if they happen to get a very difficult station that maybe you have some strange equipment, the person can be put off balance. So we come to eradicate that. So if you have done your due diligence and you just need a place to also practice as well, EMGS, of course, will be able to accommodate you and provide you with every needed stuff that you need to be able to smash it. We just want to equip you with skills.
Talk about affordability. Yeah. I always wonder whether you make profits, because I've always had an issue with your services, like, I mean, the cost or the price of your services. Do you make profits at all?
You told me that before. But anyway, when it comes to EMGS, we want to make impact in people's lives. Yes, of course, business are set up for the purpose of making profit. One thing people don't realize is EMGS have over 500 WhatsApp platforms, excluding Telegram and so on and so forth. And we are also across all social media groups. So because we are able to train high volume of students, by and large, we are still able to make something out of the whole program.
Guys, if you're looking to embark on this journey, whether you're looking to embark on a UK journey, on a US journey, whether it's just IELTS you want to write, maybe for a different purpose, you're not even a nurse, or for you it's OSCE, maybe you are a carer in the UK, but you're trained nurse back in your home country, and you want to actually embark on the journey and pass your OSCE and start practicing as a nurse in the UK, guys, look no further. EMGS is the way to go. Guys, they are the way to go. And one thing I can recommend is the humility of the staff and humility of the founder. And the founder's humility and politeness has transcended onto everybody's, and like the staff members and all of that. They are also humble, they are also polite, and it's a beautiful relationship. I cannot recommend them better, guys. I am in awe.
Yeah,
how do we get into contact with you? How do we reach out to any EMGS team member?
For us, most of our products are available on Seller.
Okay.
So if you also go to our website, emgs.global, you'll also be able to access our services. But for easy access, you can just make use of Seller, and all our customer care will always be available. I think I will also give you customer care for EMGS for the course of this video, so that you can just post it on the screen for those who may be looking out for how can I be able to make use of EMGS services.
Okay. So guys, I'm going to leave all the contact details of EMGS on the screen, and I'm going to leave all their details as well as a pinned comment, okay, and in the description as well, so you can access them. Your final words, Mr. Boss.
Yeah, as I always keep saying, don't let go of your dream. You can achieve it. You can do everything that you need to do to make your dream come true. You might be the representative that your family need, but we believe every family deserves a representative abroad. If you are not a professional nurse, let's say you are in the other profession, we have the study abroad arm, where we are able to guide you through your study abroad, whether you want to go to US, you want to go to UK, you want to go to Australia, Canada, or any other part of the world. We want to hold you by your hand, whether it's OET or whichever exam that you need. As long as professionally related, contact EMGS, join our Telegram platform. We also have past questions, myriad of past questions available to you for you to be able to practice and get your direction well straightened. EMGS want to bring relocation to your home. We believe that every family deserves a representative abroad. Hopefully, you will be able to represent your family.
I like that.
I do believe that.
I like that. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nane.
Thank you.